Hey guys, my name is Christian. Hopefully you are all doing well. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought that I'd share a couple of quick tips on how to set up your basic reverbs. I tend to use the same reverbs on all of my mixes. I of course blend them a bit differently depending on what kind of music I'm mixing, but they basically stay the same. Today I'm going to use a valhallavintageverb, which is an excellent affordable reverb. So, all the presets are available. You find the link in the YouTube description. So with that said, let's jump into Pro Tools and listen to some reverbs. Alright, so here we have the mix, and this is a very basic one. It's going to be 2 tracks of acoustic guitar and 1 track of vocals. The reverbs are set on auxes, and they are then assigned to the guitar and vocal bus. The first reverb is a very short room reverb, and this is meant to simulate a real room. And this is great to bring the mix together, make things glue. But if you want to push things back in the mix, say perhaps on cymbals, you can add a bit more, and then you'll hear that the cymbals will move backwards in the mix. You can also use it on instruments that are being perceived as being completely dry, such as bass and kick drum. Add just a tiny bit and you'll hear that the mix will come together very nicely. I tend to use a low cut filter on all of my reverbs just to clear up that low end rumble. That's just something that you don't want in your reverbs. So we are going to listen to the mix going back and forth, dry, and then add the reverb. So let's start from the top. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home. Alright, so I think that it made the instruments glue together very nicely, and you start to get a bit more of that 3D feel to the mix. So the next reverb follows the same principle. It's a room reverb with a longer decay and a slightly different color, and this is just to add more texture and more depth to the mix. And these two reverbs stack very well on top of each other, just blend to taste. Here we are going to listen with the first reverb activated, and then I'll add the second reverb. So let's start from the top. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home. Alright, so I think that the mix becomes wider, and both the two instruments, the guitar and the vocals, sound a bit more natural. They find their place a bit easier. So yeah, very nice. So the last reverb is a classic whole reverb, longer decay, just to add some more depth. And this is a type of reverb that I tend to use on lead instruments, vocals, perhaps lead guitar and such. And that will give you a bit more decay and a bit more of that classic reverb feeling. So let's start from the top. Reverb 1 and 2 is activated, and then I'll add the third whole reverb on the vocals. So let's start from the top. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. I'll be running home tonight. I'll be running through the night. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home. Running, running, running home tonight. I'll be running, running, running home tonight. Alright, so yeah, I think it adds a nice touch to the vocals, and of course you can blend to taste. Sometimes I make the whole reverb a bit longer, sometimes a bit shorter, but not super long or super short. Just to add, the idea is to add some depth to the instrument. So yeah, this is really it for today's episode. If you like this kind of content and perhaps these kind of quick tips, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you guys around.